Definite integrals. So we have the definite integrals of f of x from 1 to 3, and we know its value is 5. What happens if we multiply the function by a constant before integrating? If we have a constant multiplier, we can factor it out of the integral. So if we multiply f of x by 2 before integrating from 1 to 3, it's simply 2 times the integral of f of x from 1 to 3. Since the integral is given as 5, the result is 2 times 5 is equal to 10. Now, what if we reverse the limits of integration? Instead of integrating from 1 to 3, we integrate from 3 to 1. When we swap the limits, the integral sign flips. So if the integral from 1 to 3 is 5, then the integral from 3 to 1 is negative 5. What if we integrate the function over the integral where the limits are the same, like from 3 to 3? If the upper lower limits are the same, there is no area under the curve, so the integral evaluates to 0. Suppose we know the integral f of x from 2 to 3 is 4, and the integral from 3 to 5 is 7. How do we find the integral from 2 to 5? We can still use the additive property of integrals. The integral from 2 to 5 is just the sum of integrals from 2 to 3 and from 3 to 5. So 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. Now let's try some more advanced example. Say integral from 5 to 3 is negative 7 and the integral from 3 to 2 is 4. The value of the expression, the integral from 5 to 3 minus the integral from 3 to 2. The integral from 5 to 3 is given as negative 7. When we go from 3 to 2, we should flip the sign of the given integral from 2 to 3. Since the integral from 2 to 3 is 4, the integral from 3 to 2 is negative 4. So the expression becomes negative 7 minus the quantity of negative 4, which simplifies to negative 7 plus 4 is equal to negative 3. Always consider limit reversal when applying the additive property. If the integral of g of x from 3 to 9 is 5, and the integral of g of x from 3 to 6 is 8, what integral of g of x from 6 to 9? The integral from 3 to 9 is the sum of the integrals from 3 to 6 and from 6 to 9. So, I will set up the equation 8 plus x is equal to 5. Solving for x, we subtract 8 from both sides. So x is equal to 5 minus 8 is equal to negative 3. A negative integrals means that the function g of x is mostly below the x-axis and in that interval contributing negative area. Suppose we know that the integral from 1 to 4 is 9 and the integral from 7 to 9 is negative 6. Find the value of negative 3 times the integral from 7 to 4. We use the additive property again if we can determine the integral from 4 to 7. We can reverse its sign to get the integral from 7 to 4. We need to find the integral from 1 to 7 and subtract the integral from 1 to 4 to get the integral from 4 to 7. We know that the integral from 1 to 4 is 9 and the integral from 7 to 9 is negative 6. Then we use the additive property on the integral from 1 to 9 to get the integral from 1 to 7. Ratio of 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. This gives us integral from 4 to 7, which is 3. So, reversing it gives us negative 3. Finally, we multiply negative 3 as the ratio of the quantity of negative 3 times the quantity of negative 3 is equal to 9. Finding the integral from 7 to 4. This was a great review. I feel much more confident with definite integrals now. I understand these properties make solving problems so much easier. Thank you.